Hello everyone, Alan Minks here in Shibetsu, Japan. I just wanted to give a little update and a little video, information video for you from the park near our house. In this park we have a lot of neat things. There's a old-fashioned train, steam engine. There's there's electric carts over here, and gasoline go-karts, of course, over there. Park golf, which is a Hokkaido originated sport, and the kids over here, kids play area way over there with a water park, little thing, splash park for the kids, and pond way over there that has paddle boats and rowboats and so forth, people to enjoy. There's also camping way over beyond the trees here. A lot of different things. Pretty nice park. Well, I wanted to bring you to this park because, and by the way, most people have gone home. There's a few people milling about, but Tane is on a walk somewhere here. But it's almost getting to be sundown, so a lot of people have already gone to eat dinner or whatever. But wanted to tell you about this park. Was closed earlier this summer for over a week or so because of bear sightings. We're up to 51 bear sightings this summer thus far. What that means is, I should say reported sightings. Now how many more sightings than that, I don't know, but 51 that have been reported and recorded and put out to the public to be aware of and to be cautious about. Now that would be a sighting or seeing a footprint of a bear or a scat, and so these things have been reported all over the city, which a city, by the way, not just the city center, on the outskirts, in different towns that are part of Shibetsu. Shibetsu City is like a county. Think of it as the city area is like, they don't call it a county, but like in the States, we'd call it a county. And so they're not really so much in the city center, although they have been in this park, basically up over on the berm over here. And just over that, you have the river. And so my sons like to come down here and ride their bikes and so forth and walk and whatever, but they my son Zeb, he likes to go over here and sit and draw on the berm on some steps. Well, there was a bear. I can't remember if that one was a sighting or the scat, but was reported right in that same vicinity. So they closed the park earlier this summer for about a week or so. But anyway, I just don't want to sound like, to overreact or anything like that, but it is something to be of concern. And so they take it very seriously and take extra precaution. The bears are not in the city so much, although it's mostly on the outskirts. But there was one down this road over here. That was about the closest into town that I think we've had this year. And so yeah, it's an issue, and it's something just to be cautious of. That's all the authorities here want you to do, is to be cautious of it and be aware of it, so that there isn't any bad situations. Normally with bears here in Japan, the biggest problem is when it's early in the season, like say May, and then people like to, especially, I don't know, it's just my feeling, maybe older people like to go off the roadsides, in the country roads, in the mountain roads, and kind of go up the slopes a little bit, off the road a little bit, to get what they call mountain vegetables. And they like to pick those and then take them home, clean them up, prepare them, and so forth, and eat them. Well, sometimes there's incidents where people are picking mountain vegetables, and it's just too early in the season, and that's getting right into the territory where bears could possibly be. Other times it is where someone's alone, and that's another big no-no. And like right now, I'm alone in the park. No, I'm pretty okay. but when someone's alone on a trail or up in the in the forest, just you're asking for trouble. Last year there was someone, unfortunately, that passed away that was attacked by a bear. Not in town, but about 45 minutes from here at a lake, and they were not where the camping area was, but they took a boat to the other side of the lake. It's a big lake, and they were fishing alone. And I'll just say, I think they said all they found was waders later, and so forth. That's very unusual and not the norm. But that they closed that camping area for a good part of the summer, and then they had to slowly, out of respect for the gravity of the situation, they slowly opened up the camp and took all sorts of precautions because of the bears. So anyway, we're just a little bit more cautious and aware of what's going on. Here's a park golf area where they tee off, and it's not real golf. I mean, full-blown golf, and it's not putt-putt. It's somewhere in between. You use one club and tee off, and it's usually, I don't know, 2 or 3 strokes until you get it. Okay, 50 meters on this one, and it's par 4. So you can see there on the sign. This is, I guess, the first hole. I've never used this course, but some people camping over there. Anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit about bears here, and it is something, since there's been so many sightings and so forth, and it's at this time of day that is most concerning. That they say, 6:30ish in the evening, or 7 when it's starting to get to be darker out, or in the morning at 6 or so, 6, 7 in the morning, something. That's when a lot of the sightings have been. So it's good to be watching out and to be careful. And so just wanted to tell you about the bears. Now, if you have any questions, any thoughts you might have or questions about that, just write in the comments below and let me know. We want to be known here in Shibetsu as the sheep city. Here's a sheep cutout. We have a few sheep farms in town here, and it's known for the sheep museum, and also for having sheep prepared and eaten in restaurants and so forth. And so we'd rather be known for that here than bears. but as far as the bears concerned, a lot of people are thinking about why are there so many bears. I heard one reporter, I think it was out of India, a report that said it's because Japan's taking over too much of their land and their natural habitat, and encroaching upon the bears. That isn't true. I don't believe that, not least in Hokkaido. In a lot of Japan, the population's in decline, and when we first got here, the population was still growing back in 2000, and I think around, don't quote me on this, I don't know, 2010 or so, it hit 127 million, and now it's in decline to, I don't know, is it below 125 million now? It's going down. So the cities and the developed areas aren't encroaching upon the bears per se. What's happening, though, one thing is, a lot of the more remote areas on the edges of town, houses are becoming abandoned. There's lots of abandoned houses and unkept stuff, and then the bears feel more and more, comfortable with the lack of people in these areas to come in and encroach on the area where people are. There's a heron up there squawking. I don't know if you can see it. Oh he roosted in the top of the tree over there, right up there. They're all over the forest right by our house. Anyway, the bears, I think the population is growing and growing, and then simply there's not enough food in the 80% of the island, and where there's just forest and so forth, mountains. So they come looking for food, and that's why the bears are coming into these areas. I think there's just too many. I think if they were hunted and utilized, I don't know if anyone wants to eat bear meat. I hear it's greasy. I don't know. I've not had it. But if you have had bear meat, put it in the comments below. I'd like to know if you've had it and how it tastes. How'd you have it? Was it grilled? Was it fried? I don't know how you let me know. I'd be interested to know. But that's not a thing. So people aren't really into hunting here, and there's a lot of bears, as is deer. There's a lot of deer, and they need to cull the herd with the deer and also take care of the bear population. It gets to be too much. There's not enough food, and I think that things have been getting warmer since we've been here. A little bit longer summer, hotter days. We've had some record temperatures. I just think that there's a scarcity of food, so they're coming in. So they come along the forest areas. They come out into the mostly farm fields and so forth. But why they're here in this park is because right on the other side of the berm here is a river, and the river just, they just come along, I think following the river, and that's a water source. There are also less fish in the river, and they find their way. Next thing you know, they're in town. So that's, I think, what happens with that. So anyway, we're gonna end it because my wife is done walking. Bye.